In Shiba Inu, a major development is imminent. A major bombshell has just been thrown by one analyst. Approximately 500 trillion Shiba Inus are getting ready. The graphs are converging. A new historic run is taking shape right now. As a result, many of you could become billionaires. Furthermore, the clock is ticking. Tell me what's going on. What makes this chance truly unique? Allow me to clarify. Important notice. Today Shiba Inus are acting irrationally. The price has skyrocketed. Today alone has seen an almost 7% increase. Now we get to the most amazing portion. What if I revealed that this is actually the first step? This is going to sound really insane, but bear with me. The Shiba Inus, says one expert, isn't merely enjoying itself. It's living in the past. And we're not talking about any old history here. Rather, it's a pattern that the last time it surfaced made millionaires. Yes, I understand. Plus, every indicator is present. Perhaps something monumental is starting to take shape today. Now that we know what this pattern indicates, let's examine the current price of Shiba Inus. This is perhaps the quiet before the storm. The tension is rising and things are becoming hotter. There is apprehension and excitement in the market, as if a major event is soon to arrive. Something really intriguing on the chart has been pointed up by another analyst. A very strong bullish entry position is being indicated by Shiba Inus, according to him. To put it another way, for those who are familiar with the signs, it's like a green light flashing. His prediction is that the Shiba Inu price might be about to make a big move. He's implying that it could perhaps break into a hitherto unseen range. Stages with the potential to generate substantial interest and drive. And keep in mind that these are not nitpicky minor changes. We may be in for a huge shift if this pattern continues to play out as it did previously, and the current momentum continues. Something that could significantly increase the present price. Alright then, I know it sounds crazy. However, a great deal of sense becomes apparent when one examines the current energies, charts and patterns. Just wait until you hear this before you judge today's pump. Market watchers are focused like hawks on a single zone as Shiba Inu begins to recover. The current price of more than 500 trillion Shiba Inu tokens is quite close to a significant resistance level. Typically the price has a hard time breaking through this kind of area, but if it succeeds it might completely alter the course of events. New information from Into the Block shows that over 145,000 wallets are holding approximately 540 trillion Shiba Inu, with prices hovering around the same. It's a huge group of holders. This is like being in a pressure cooker. Everybody is keeping an eye on the bulls to see whether they can make it through. It will be more than a minor victory if Shiba Inus can get beyond this zone. Months of decline would be essentially erased. It would turn the tables on Shiba Inus and pave the way for them to soar to new heights. We haven't seen this price range for quite some time, and some experts are already predicting a shift that would bring it back. It has the potential to reignite market activity if that occurs. Give it some thought. Everything is reaching a tipping point. Hundreds of trillions of tokens, thousands of holders. You can't treat today like every other market day. This might go down in Shiba Inu folklore as a truly memorable moment. Looking at what transpired earlier today helps put everything in context even better. There is a current record-breaking influx of Shiba Inu owners. Not only is the price going up, but the community is going up as well. Today marked a huge milestone in the increasing number of people holding Shiba Inus. Lucy, who is part of the Shiba Inu crew, just made a major announcement on X. She made the official announcement that there are now more than 1.5 million Shiba Inu on-chain holders. That's great. There has been nothing but growth in the community since its introduction in late 2020. 2 million holders are now within striking distance. Wow, that's just crazy. It demonstrates the level of confidence in this initiative. From the first riders to the most recent recruits, everyone is on board. People aren't the only ones clutching either. Everything about Shiba Inus has been going crazy online. More than 15 million transfers have been documented. DeFi moves, wallets, exchanges, you name it. Whoa, that's a major undertaking. People aren't merely holding Shiba Inus, it seems. They're putting it to use, exchanging it and transferring it. There is life and prosperity in the ecology. Not to mention that this is occurring at the same time as the cryptocurrency market as a whole is experiencing a resurgence. Shiba Inus are riding high on the current of increased activity. The Shiba Inu team is clearly not sitting on their hands, what with initiatives like the burn method that steadily reduces the token supply. They are actively constructing and striving for value in the long run. 2 million holders were even hinted at as the next major aim by Lucy. Given our current rate of progress, to me that seems like a pretty reasonable estimate. There is genuine momentum, individuals are feeling bullish, and the community is fired up. There is a unified picture that emerges when you consider the price action, resistance levels, community expansion and network activity in context. The Shiba Inu isn't simply breathing, it's howling. It's possible that something huge is about to start. Indeed, the sheer magnitude of this is becoming increasingly apparent. Reason being, an analyst has recently made a revelation that Shiba Inus will find absolutely astounding. He isn't alone either. Many industry watchers are beginning to believe that Shiba Inu prices might see a sharp increase in the near future. The connection that crypto expert Patrick Schmidt made not long ago was quite intriguing. He observed the current action of the Shiba Inu, along with the way things appeared just before the enormous rally in 2021. Let me remind you of that one. A Shiba Inu suddenly became quite popular. Shib mentioned in a tweet that in April 2021 there was an overwhelming sense of calm. Then out of nowhere Shiba Inu began one of the most extreme bull runs in the history of cryptocurrency. While he doesn't guarantee an identical replication, he does note a striking resemblance in tone and structure, and it is becoming apparent to many. Ali Martinez, another analyst, made a significant discovery as well. He discovered a traditional buy signal on the charts by utilizing the indicator. It has been shown that this phenomenon occurs just before significant price increases. In addition, he mentioned a rising relative strength index RSI and a crossing. Everything points to the bullish momentum being built up quickly. Even more encouraging for Shiba Inu bulls, the stock has just recaptured a key moving average level, which is often seen as an indication that a major move is imminent. In addition, a bullish channel is beginning to form on the price chart, which is a traditional indication of strength. And if this upward trend continues, we may see a return to the recent highs or perhaps much higher levels altogether. The reason this is so absurd is as follows. In 2021 there was a real opportunity for anyone to spend $100 and wake up a few days later with $10,000. Things happened at that pace. It was just insane, the rally. Some people made money that changed their lives in an instant. Therefore, if this is just another instance of history repeating itself, albeit in a little different form, it might be the catalyst that makes regular people rich again. Yes, it's completely out there, but it's certainly not impossible. And remember, right when tensions are rising, guess who returns? Koichiro Kusama. His return to work was just announced. Present at this very moment is that type of leadership. I'm not making that up. That is strong. It's the type of stimulus that might intensify the momentum of this rally. Because of this, it feels like we're just getting started. Finally, this is what ties everything together. Just in case we needed more evidence, Lucy tweeted something else that could explain everything. Simple, isn't it? She remarked. However, upon closer examination, that singular line may hold the solution to this entire conundrum. Shiba Inu, you see, has been steadily growing for quite some time, developing further, strengthening the community, and persevering despite difficulties. Now it seems like the stars are aligning, exciting price activity unfolding. Traders